Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids, and the week is starting off with a bang. We have several bits of news to talk about today. I'm going to tell you what you need to know about each one and some tips for what to do as well. Yeah, let's dive in. First things first, Clan v Clan is starting tomorrow, and it is a personal rewards Clan v Clan. So I will be doing my usual stream. I'll be streaming on twitch.tv/nubkeks. You can find the link in the description down below. You can come hang out with me and see how I'm pushing to, max out tier 6 personal rewards in CvC, what my strategy is, what I'm working on at the moment. It's just, hang out and chat. Love talking to you guys in chat for that. So yeah, it's twitch.tv/nubkeks. Something that's just straight up free that I'm sure you will enjoy. In the shop, we now have a free offer. The Summer Splash gift is here. You're going to get 10 full energy refills, 10 classic arena refills, 10 tag arena refills, and 10 times 50 multi-battle attempts. That's 500 multi-battles. This is a whole ton of stuff. This is great. I am not sure how long this stuff lasts in your inbox, probably like 6 days, but I'm going to hold on to this and I'm going to claim this tomorrow in game, and I'm going to sync all this stuff up with CvC, most likely. Maybe I'm going to use some of this for the Kael Tournament that's going on right now. We're going to come to that in a minute. But yeah, definitely consider that in CvC. Your tag arena refills give you an absolutely ton of points in CvC, so definitely be looking to save it for that. I don't know if there's any other particular use for this stuff coming up in the next few days. I feel like CvC is, as far as we know, the only thing that's going to be happening, and the Kael Tournament. So they're the two things you really be thinking about with the free gift. But yeah, cool free gift. Yeah, just lots of refills in the game. It's pretty nice, pretty decent. Right, now, the other thing to talk about is this. It's this, guys. The Telerian Summer Trials, they have started. You can find this link from the Raid official Discord. I'll probably put this link down below. You can also get to the link, obviously, from the news story in-game, Telerian Summer Trials. Click the details button, and it will bring you to that. And yeah, pretty cool. This is basically how it works. It's going to be running for 1 month. In my previous video, I said 10 days. I was some sort of weird brain fart. This is running for 1 month from now, the 18th of July to the 18th of August. And basically, it's global progress. Classic Arena. What's this? It's a whole lot. It's 250 million Classic Arena fights, if that happens over this next month. It's going to basically not give us these straight up, but it's going to add these rewards to a champion training event. Right? So, Epic Skill Tome. For Tag Arena, there's going to be a Legendary Skill Tome. All of these will be rewards in a champion training event. 300 energy for Dragons. Ice Golem's going to give a rank 5 chicken. 50 XP brews from Fire Knight. I keep clicking off, sorry. Rank 4 chicken from Spider. Hydra will give an XP barrel. Void Shard from Demon Lord. And a 6-star Legendary Chaos Ore from Faction Crypts Stage 21. So yeah, basically, if we fill up these bars by doing this stuff over the next month, there's going to be, I'm in the way slightly, a champion training event from the 22nd to the 27th of August, which is going to then include these rewards. And that's how you'll get the rewards. They have said that this event should be kind of easy. But yeah, honestly, it's not all that crazy different. It's better than a usual champion training. But there's often, a legendary book in the champion training. It is certainly nice to get the Epic Skill Tome, bit of energy in there. The Chaos Ore and the Void Shard are nice too. So it's a better than usual champion training event. I don't think it's absolutely bananas nuts if we put the value into Chosen's offer calculator. So if you were to buy this as a pack in the shop, the Chaos Ore is not included in this, right? So everything except the Chaos Ore I put into Chosen's calculator. Yeah, basically his purchase price for this would be $12.67. So that's roughly the value of all that stuff put together. It's a nice little thing, but it's not completely nuts. Honestly, though, look, what do I think of it? It's a bit of a pity that you cannot see this in-game. I think that would be really good. I think it's a bit clunky that you have to go into your web browser to look at it. So that's something I would like to see, but I think it's actually kind of a fun idea, to actually get to see this stuff happening. It would be nice if there was a few more smaller incentives along the way and like personal rewards and stuff like that. Like if you go contribute to some of these, you get something special. That would be kind of nice. Even if you had to choose just maybe 3 of these and you got to unlock a special reward. I don't know. If there was something like that, it'd be cool. But I think it's a nice start. It's great to see them doing something different. There's not too much gameplay really. It's just going to happen by itself, But at least it's a nice window dressing. Yeah, it's nice window dressing. And Window dressing isn't super valuable, but it's, you know, it's nice to have it. It's better than not having it. Okay, now, finally, I think the final thing for today's video, yes it is to talk about the Kael skin. So the event has gone live in-game. Ice Golem Tournament. Beat Ice Golem using only epic champions. The default rewards for this are actually pretty decent as well. Like, there is a void shard up for grabs, so that's kind of nice. Epic skill tome there. It's a pretty standard enough dungeon tournament. So I think there's no harm, really. I'm going to tell you how to do this as well. There's no harm, really, in pushing up and getting that void shard. If you got the energy to spare, bearing in mind you might be needing to save stuff. CvC starts tomorrow, and it's personal rewards. So you might need to be saving for that. We've just come out of a fragment collector event. Or, well, it's still going on, in fact. Spiders for that and dungeon divers for that starts tomorrow. I still need to do the 2 of those as well. So that might put you off too. You might go, okay, I don't want to go do this right now. And like the Kael skin, while it's cool, I mean, it's only a skin for a rare champion. I don't even use Kael, you know what I mean? But anyway, if we look at this stuff, this is new and interesting. So it looks like you get the full skin. You just get the skin if you win the tournament. If you come second, you get 50 fragments. If you come third, you get 25 fragments. What that says to me is that they're going to be rerunning this skin in tournaments in the future. So it will mean if you come second or third this time, well, you'll have some fragments. And when it comes back around, you can then participate again, build up some more. And yeah, that's basically what's going to happen, I think. So it does mean that if you miss it, at least you've made some progress towards making the tournaments for yourself easier in the future. I think it's a good consolation prize. It might be kind of nice if the top 3 got the skin. Maybe that's too generous. I don't know. You know, like, whatever, man. It's just a Kael skin. It's kind of weird. What do you guys think of it? Like, it's a really cool skin, you know? But I just don't see anyone using Kael late game. I mean, Coldheart you do use because she's OP. But Kael, where do you ever use Kael, you know? After you've been playing for a few months, you just don't. But anyway, looks badass. It's a good skin. It's actually probably the best skin so far. I'll actually come out and say that. I think it's the coolest skin. So there is that. Let's dive in then into Ice Golem. Let me show you my team that I've put together. This is the team I think I will be running. No SEER in this team. And let's go. So this team here, we come into wave 1. Ugo, I actually have in a preset set up not to do anything. We get decreased defense from Duck the Pierced. Then we have AoE nukes from Royal Guard and from Magnar. Then on wave 2, we get decreased defense and block buffs from Ugo. And then we've got the AoE nuke from Dark Elhain, which is pretty fun. First time I've used her on the channel, I think. Basically, what I'm trying to do with this team is put in epics that you'll probably be building up anyway. These are obviously some of the best epics in the game. If you have them, you're probably going to build them. And there's, of course, alternatives that you can put in. It's actually quite interesting. Fun thing, look at that. Dark Elhain's passive kicks in when the Ice Golem does freeze you, which is actually super fun. She gets some free hits out. And Ugo helps us stay alive here. We've got consistent decrease attack from Duck the Pierced, and it works. I was kind of looking into some speedruns that were done before on stage 20 of Ice Golem. It's just something I just never did speedruns of Ice Golem before. I did even find some epic-only speedruns, but I found that they were quite speed-runny. They weren't consistent. I found that consistent teams from back then just... there wasn't a huge emphasis on it. A lot of them as well were using SEER. Yeah, I wasn't all that taken with them. I didn't think they'd be that helpful. Another big thing with those is that they were based off of Royal Guards. This was back, you know, back in the day when stage 20 dungeons were like the peak content, you know? So the Royal Guards were built to just absolutely smack. That's not how you build Royal Guards anymore. You know, your Royal Guards are going to be built for higher levels of Hydra, so they're not going to be hitting that hard unless you got crazy gear. So this is like a more reasonable Royal Guard build, and I was finding that my Royal Guard just doesn't do as much damage as those speedruns were doing before, and that you could easily get yourself killed. I tried using 2 Royal Guards, and it was a bit too sketchy. So this is what I used, and you can see the damage numbers here across the board. Dark Elhain really slamming it. She's doing really well. And there are alternatives with this team, but as you see, it does it in about 1 minute 20 to 1 minute 40 or so, roughly 1.5 minutes to clear through, which I think is plenty fast. The fastest you can really clear the dungeon, even with SEER, is still going to be like 50 seconds to 1 minute, so you're not losing much time. I just felt this was super safe as well. We've got the consistent decreased attack. Ugo gives us a lot of healing. Magnar is super tanky. Dark Elhain protects herself a bit. I just think it works really well. It's very consistent. So this is the team I'm using. If you want some replacements, basically Royal Guard, Dark Elhain, and Magnar are just into nuke. So they need to be epic only champions for this to work. Your preference is, of course, blue affinity. It's positive to stage 20, so you can get weak hits and not die. So any sort of blue affinity epic nukers that you have are good. You could use void nukers as well, like Skull Crown or Genbo. That could work too. They'll just die more frequently. Magnar is great because he's so tanky he won't die. Yeah, I'm looking for nukers at relatively low cooldowns. Dark Elhain is a login reward. She's perfect for this. Duck the Pierced or Stag Knight. I think they're both very good. They give you the decreased defense or decreased attack, AoE. I definitely bring in a decreased attack if you want this to be consistent. Duck does some decent damage. The 2 decreased defense for wave 1. Then Ugo on wave 2 works really well. Ugo perfect here too. She makes wave 2 very consistent with that decreased defense block buffs. The ads put up reflect damage, and we can just go through it again actually, and you can see. But the ads put up reflect damage, and if you don't block that reflect damage, they can kill, well, basically anyone who nukes them is going to die. And that's fine though. That also works. I did try that too, not blocking it, and it does work. Like one of them here can, the left hand one doesn't have block buffs on him, so he could get it. But we'll see. Maybe someone will die. Let's see. Maybe not. No, we're fine. Okay, never mind. But it's okay. Even if one of the nukers dies, you're still going to be fine. It's going to slow you down a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, because we get, basically with Duck, he does his decreased defense, decreased attack on, wow, they're just going for the boss, huh? On wave 1, and then we save it on wave 2. So he just gets decreased defense and especially decreased attack up at the boss first thing. And as you can see, that decreased attack, it just lets us live through. The boss hits hard, but not that crazy hard. And Ugo helps top us up. Even if the others died, Magnar is so tanky, I think he would be fine. But yeah, that's basically how it works. Let's see how fast we are this run. I'll show you the gear real quick. See Ugo's heal again coming in pretty clutch. That decreased defense could hurt this time. We'll see. But we've got such good damage. We kill the ads pretty well. Like, in fact, very well. So it's not really that much of a worry for me. You know, we're going to get through. It's going to be around about the same time here. Oh, we didn't get a War Master proc. Slightly slower. 122. Cool. Boom. So I think plenty quick enough. Very consistent. Very smooth. So to show you the builds for these champions, you might not be obviously as well geared as I would be, but you can play it around different ways. Another champion I will point out I think is super good for this, where maybe is she my fault? No, maybe she's down here. But Venomage is very good as well, I think, as that Venomage could come in and help you really take down the boss. Dark Kael can also come in and help you take it down. I think Dark Kael's a really good option that you should also be building up, of course. But Dark Elhain, she is here in Savage Perception gear. Perception is just so she lands a decreased speed. Don't think it's essential, but it's just what I had. She's at 5.4k attack, 225% crit damage. She's got some defense, but nothing crazy. And then I haven't finished her masteries yet. That's what I was grinding out to get her ready, but I ran out of energy. But yeah, that's what she's like. Not too bad. Ugo is in Relentless, and this is actually really good. If you don't have Relentless, Guardian set is really good. If you don't have that, really any set is good, you know. She's very flexible. She's coming in very well geared, I would say. She's got way too much accuracy. For stage 20, you need 220 accuracy. She's 250-ish speed, so she's fast. She's got a ton of health. Again, the main thing is get her fast, 220 accuracy, and as much HP as you can. She's super easy to build. Her masteries are like this, War Master extending her debuffs, and she just helps you stay alive big time. Duck the Pierced, he's coming in. Perception, Resilience, he does need 100% crit rate. I guess technically only 85% if you're just using him for this, but you want to build your Duck with 100%. 230 speed, he just needs to be faster than the nukers, so that he puts decreased defense before they nuke. My Royal Guard is 230 speed for Hydra. If your Royal Guard is slower, like these nukers should be pretty slow. Like what was Dark Elhain? Yeah, Dark Elhain is 128 speed. She's really slow, yeah? you just need Duck to be faster than the nukers, so he lands a decreased defense before them on wave 1, you know? He's got good defense, crit rate, enough accuracy, and that's basically it. Just give him some defense and whatnot. And his masteries are like so. Who else do we have in there? We had... I've already forgotten, lad. I've already forgotten. A Royal Guard. That's the one. And Magnar. They're right beside each other. War Master and Royal Guard. Again, this is why you're not going to be speed clearing as fast. He'd be faster with the crit damage. Or maybe Helm Smasher, I suppose. But yeah, he's in perception sets for me. He's fast. This is my Royal Guard for Nightmare Hydra, you know? So he's got good HP. He's fast, crit rate, that accuracy. Just good across the board. You're looking for something like that. You can easily bring him in as well. This is my other Royal Guard. He's much slower, you know, but he hits a bit harder. So this sort of Royal Guard build would work as well. Yeah, it's kind of, you know, it's not fully optimized for this run, but you don't want to be changing gear for a random Kael skin, so I didn't see the point. Now, this is my Arena Magnar lethal set. Okay, he's coming in very slow, 169, 100% crit rate, 235% crit damage, 80k HP. That's all you need. Just high HP, crit rate, and as much crit damage as you get, and he does his job. He's actually in Helm Smasher, believe it or not. But yeah, again, there's other things you can bring in. If you don't have Ugo, you could bring in someone like Melga to heal. Melga's going to be great. Obviously, I'd give her some gloves. Stag Knight, probably give him a helmet, but he can come in and he can do the job of the decreased defense and decrease attack, AoE. You could even bring in Rector Drath. She's bad affinity, but she's so tanky she'll work. She will just slow your run down. There's other options. You could build a Seer team if you wanted. I don't use Seer very much, but you could bring her in with like a Mausoleum Mage or a... what's his face? Archmage Helmut, the icon of the channel. You can bring him in and do that too. But that's what I did. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Oh, I've dropped to number 2. So it looks like maybe there's going to be some competition for this. Like I said, I don't know. I'm just going to go and get the rewards. We'll just see how it goes. I'm going to sort of slow grind it today and see how I'm set tomorrow. Look, there's a few people competing here. There's clearly a few people interested. Like I said, my Kael's only level 50, so I don't really care. But I might win just for the sake of winning. We'll see. Guys, thanks for watching. See you all next time. Don't forget to come to the Twitch live stream tomorrow. Be there in 20 hours, 54 minutes, or whatever it is from when you watch this. And I'll see you then. Thanks. Bye-bye.